In New York, I'm in Europe. Hiding in my socks, running from a...
Hey guys, it's Sky. Welcome back to my channel. It is so windy outside. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I make my aesthetic thumbnails like these. I make all of my thumbnails for my YouTube videos on my iPhone 11. So before you even get started, you want to have like a few pictures that you think you want to be your thumbnail, or like a few different options. After you picked out your favorite one or ones, depending on how many pictures you want to put in your thumbnail, I literally filmed the entire video and my phone didn't save the screen recording. The first thing that I do is I go into the app PixArt and I click the little plus sign at the bottom. I scroll all the way to the bottom, and where it says colored backgrounds, I click the transparent one, which is the first one. And then you want to click tools, crop, and then you want to resize it so that it is the size of a YouTube thumbnail. So I'm going to click the 16:9 ratio. And a YouTube thumbnail is 1:80 by 720, but the ratio 16:9 is the same. And then apply. For this one, I had two pictures in my thumbnail that I kind of put together. So you want to find the add photo on the bottom and then select your two photos that you want to use. So these are my two photos that I chose to use. It's the computer with my notes and me in the mirror. First, I'm going to crop this photo a little bit just so that I can kind of get an idea, if that makes sense. And then I'm just going to resize this picture so that it fits the little template outline of the size of the thumbnail. And then I just want to adjust this picture. As you can see, if you move it around, it goes under my computer picture. So what you do to get it on top is you click the little overlay button on the top of the screen, and then click the move up button, which just moves it up. And then you want to adjust it to how you like. And that's basically my thumbnail without anything on it. So I click apply, and then it cuts out all the excess parts of the photos that didn't fit in the little template you had. Next, I go to brushes, and then I select the first one, and usually I use the color white, and then I adjust the size to about 6, and then I zoom in on my pictures. I just outline any main big things, which in this case would be my computer and my body. So I'm just going to do that really quickly. And then usually I just do that, but recently I've been putting little mini outlines on the tinier stuff that are in my thumbnail. So I adjust the size to about like 3, and then I zoom in really big. And by little things, I mean like my glasses and my pens in this case. So you just want to outline that. That is horrible, but I just want to show you guys it really quickly. Of course, if I was using this for an actual thumbnail, I would spend way more time with it and make it really nice. Once I have it outlined and I'm satisfied, I click apply. And for this thumbnail, I had a little wavy line that separated the two photos to make it a little more cohesive in a way. So for that, I clicked on the sticker button, and then I searched for wavy line, and then there's a bunch of different cute ones. I used this one, which has like 3 stuck together. I just rotated that and then enlarged it. As you can see, if I were to put it just like that, it does cover up my glasses and some of my computer, which I don't really want. So I just made this skinnier so that it takes up less of the photos. And that is basically my thumbnail without any text on it. So I click apply, and then I save that to my camera roll. So after you have that picture saved, you want to go into the app Fonto, which is another free app, and click on the camera image on the bottom, photo albums, and then the picture that you just saved from PixArt. After that, you want to click anywhere on the screen to add a text. And for this, I'm just gonna put productive, online school, and I just like to adjust the size to make it bigger usually, and then I move it where there is empty space on the screen, so that would be like on top of my computer. And then for this specific thumbnail, I did change the font color, so I went to style, and they do have all these different color options, but for this specific one I didn't use one from there, but usually I do. So I actually have different colors saved on this app, and I use the beige color, and if you want this, it is D1BAA6, and then I outlined this text in dark brown, so I went to stroke, and then they actually have a dark brown here, so I'm going to be using that one. I usually do the width to about like 15 just to make it noticeable. And usually I do add a shadow to the text, so I click the style on the top. I select the second to last one on the bottom, and then I change the color to match my outline, so that would be dark brown. And then I redo the X and Y, so I usually move them both a little bit to the right and click done. And that is how I did that little thing. For this thumbnail, I did put 3 different kinds of text on here. So that is the first one. The second one I put was Day in My Life, and the font is different. I did Shoreline Script Bold. And for my other one, I used Havelica Bold Oblique. For this one, I did the same thing. I did a outline in dark brown, but I didn't do a shadow. Instead, I changed the spacing. So I clicked style and then spacing, and I made this 2, and usually for this font specifically, I usually change the spacing to about 2 just so that it's not really tight and it's easier to read. Then you click done, and then I made this like a little smaller, and I did tilt it a little bit so that it matched the tilt of my computer, if you know what I mean. I'm not that good at explaining things. I'm really sorry if you're really confused, but hopefully you can follow along and you'll get there. And the last text that I had on screen was workout, and I did change the font back to Havelica Bold Oblique. And for this one, I did the outline and shadow, so I'm just gonna do that really quickly. For this little text, I did curve it to my leg, which kind of sounds weird, but basically what I did is I changed the tilt, and then I clicked on curve and curved it a little bit. Then I made it a little smaller, and I kind of adjusted it so that it fits, and that's basically what I meant by I curved it around my leg, and that is the finished thumbnail. Then you just save it and then upload it to your YouTube video. This is honestly one of my favorite thumbnails ever, and I was super proud of it when I made it. So that is why I chose this thumbnail, to show you guys how I made it. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below and I'll answer them. That is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it and got some tips, or at least something from this video. If you are not already, don't forget to subscribe down below and hit the notification bell so you get notified every time I post.